Hi everyone, this is a review of the 8 brand new Threshold wax melt scents from Target that just came out about a week ago. In September, they Threshold brand wax melts first came out in September, and I did review them separately at that time. And these are 8 brand new scents, which I will go over. So the first one we have is Berry Lemonade and Melon, and it says with notes of raspberry and mint. This is a sweet summer fruit explosion. I smell strawberry, lemon, raspberry, pineapple, and watermelon, kind of in that order. I don't smell mint though. Melted, I no longer smell the pineapple, which is not even in the notes anyway, and the lemon becomes more of like a spa type lemongrass. It's a great scent either way. It's very summery, very fruity. I really, really like it. The throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Next is Cerulean Surf and Sea. And if you've never seen my reviews before, I don't actually look at the notes until after I've done the review. So where it says like with something, I try not to read that before I do my review because I don't want to be swayed by what I think it should smell like. So this one has notes of ozone and geranium. This is a fresh, watery, oceany scent with a hint of floral and a smidgen of pepperiness. It has a tiny bit of bitterness that actually works in its favor, and geranium is a bitter floral. I did describe Hannah's Candle South Seas the same way, so it could be the same scent. I no longer have it to compare. Of course, Hannah's Candle does make these threshold wax melts. It's a really nice scent. It's perfect for a bathroom, and the throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. Next is Golden Orchid. Oh wait, is it gold? Yeah, next is Golden Orchid with notes of tobacco flower and neroli. This is a super sweet scent of oriental perfume, which kind of reminds me of like the cinnamony, clove, patchouli note in Estee Lauder's Cinnabar perfume. Although it's not, there's no cinnamon in here, but it just has that kind of that oriental spice type note. I think I also smell incense, like maybe nag champa, and of course the neroli, which gives it a tiny bit of like a copper tone suntan oil vibe, just a little bit. I also detect a hint of fruit, maybe apricot and or honeydew melon. It's an amazing scent. The throw is medium, like a 3 out of 5, would do well in a small to medium sized room. I wish it were a little stronger because it smells so good, but I'm still hoarding it anyway, even though it's not as strong as I'd like because it smells so good. Next is Green Mango and Pomelo. Notes of grapefruit and peach. If you don't like tropical or peach scents, you'll probably pass this one over based on the name and the notes, but it's nothing like what I expected. It's actually a savory, peppery pine scent. It's similar to Ambiescent's Pepperberry Fir. It has a smidgen of a cucumbery note way in the background and maybe a smidgen of the grapefruit, but if I didn't know it was supposed to be grapefruit, I wouldn't detect it. It's savory, not sweet, and I don't detect mango, pomelo, peach, or any other fruits. Although melted, I think I do detect the peach note, but it's still savory and peppery. It's not quite as piney as other pine, like straight pine scents that I have. There is definitely something else in there, but definitely pine is the main note. Because I love pine scents, especially mixed with other notes. I really like this one, but the throw is mild, like a 2.5 out of 5. Would only do well in a very small to a small room, so I was a little bit bummed about that. Next is Peony and Cherry Blossom. It's a weird tan color. And it says with vanilla and berry. On cold sniff, I smell a light floral and or rose, perhaps, with blackberry, vanilla, a nutty note, a green note, and a hint of woodsiness. I don't really smell cherry blossom per se. It's different, it's classy, and I like it. When it's melted, though, it's more green, nutty, and woodsy. I don't smell the floral or the vanilla, but still a bit of the fruit and maybe even a barely detectable smidgen of pine way in the background. So when it's melted, it does it smells a little different than it does on cold sniff. It reminds me a little bit of Better Homes and Gardens' fragrant woodland walk, but with less pine. And the throw is 3 out of 5, like a medium. Would do well in a small to medium sized room. Next is pineapple, sage, and sugarcane, with notes of papaya and melon. It's definitely pineapple, and it's quite sweet, but it also has a fresh, crisp note that makes it different. I think I do detect another tropical fruit, but no melon or sage. It's kind of like a thirst-quenching pineapple sorbet. So if you like pineapple, I think you'll really like this one. And the throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Noticing in general, these 8 cents are not quite, this throw's not quite as strong as the original 32, but that's okay. I mean, that's often the case with springy, summery type scents. Next, we have red mandarin and guava with notes of raspberry and grapefruit. This is a strong, pungent orange scent that's savory rather than sweet. It smells a lot like Sensational's molten orange, but this scent has a sour, lemony note of like satsuma. That's a lot of S's. A sour, lemony note of satsuma that the Sensational scent does not have. I suppose it could have a hint of a tropical fruit note, and I do detect a tiny bit of the grapefruit, but no raspberry. It's a fantastic scent. When it's melted, it's very, very pungent, like the kind of pungency that kind of gets you in the back of your throat. So there's something about it that I'm not liking, and I don't know what that is. Maybe you just need to melt it in a really large room because the throw is bold, 5 out of 5. This one took over the entire house. Last is sea salt caramel. With notes of toffee and vanilla, this is a super rich caramel with a hint of saltiness, butterscotch and toffee, and even a hint of rich dark chocolate, just a little bit. This may be one of the best caramel scented wax melts I've ever smelled, and I want to take a bite out of it. It's that good. Throw is very strong, 4 out of 5, so this one is a keeper. So there you have it. If you want to read a text version of this review, just go to waxmeltreviews.com and feel free to join our Facebook group where we discuss all different brands and scents of store-bought and retail wax melt scents and brands. And you can find the link to our Facebook group underneath this video and also on our website at waxmeltreviews.com. Have a good day.